Have you ever wondered where the milk in your home comes from? Well, in this video, we're going to tour 4 family dairy farms in Grenville County to show you where the cows live, what they eat, and how milk is collected. Calves are raised in small groups so they can socialize with animals around the same age. They sleep on a straw bedding pack to help keep them clean and warm. The calves have access to a milk feeder 24/7. They can drink from the milk nipple whenever they are hungry. Calves are also fed grain in a trough to help them transition from a liquid diet to a solid diet as they grow older. When the calves grow up, they are moved to a bigger pen in another building with access to the outdoors for exercise. Once they are old enough to have a calf of their own, they move into the milking barn. Here they are fed a total mix ration, or TMR for short. This mixer is combining a recipe of corn silage, hay, mixed grains, and vitamins created by a dairy nutritionist. Farmer John drives the mixer into the barn and evenly spreads it in the feed alley for all the cows to eat. The cows are given fresh feed every morning and afternoon. This barn even has a robot to push the feed closer to the cows so they can always reach it. There are water troughs throughout the barn that are always full of fresh, cool water for the cows. Great big fans spin on the ceiling to help keep the air fresh and the cows cool. It will spin fast on warm days and slow on cool days as the weather changes. This is an automatic brush which the cows can use to get a nice back scratch, and it also helps to keep them clean. This is called a voluntary milking system. Cows lounge around in the free stall, spending time eating, sleeping, and moving around. When they're ready to get milked, they can walk into this stall. The milking arm first uses a gentle brush with water to clean off all 4 of the cow's teats. The cow is given a nutritionally balanced protein pellet each time she visits the milking system. Next, the milking arm uses a red light beam to find the cow's teats and attach the milking inflation. The inflation has a soft rubber interior which massages the cow's udders just like a farmer would if they were milking by hand. The milk flows from the inflation through the clear tubes and into the glass jar before going to the large tank in the milk house for storage. After 3 to 4 minutes, when the cow is done giving milk, the voluntary milking system will automatically remove each inflation as needed. The milker is washed and then it is ready for the next cow to enter. This barn has a parallel milking parlor. The cows travel from the free stall through a walkway to get milked every morning and afternoon. The cows walk into the parlor single file and turn slightly to stand side by side to be milked. Each cow is pre-dipped to clean off the teat for milking. Farmer Ronnie wipes the dip off with a clean towel and gently massages the udder to signal the cow that it is time to release her milk. Now that the teat is nice and clean, it is time to attach the milking unit. The milker is activated by pressing a button above the farmer. Once the gentle air suction is turned on, the inflation can be attached to each of the cow's teats. Milk flows through the inflation and into the blue tubes before going to the farm tank for storage. Just like the voluntary milking system, the milking unit monitors how much milk the cow is giving. When the milk flow decreases and the cow is done giving milk, the machine automatically turns off the suction and retracts the string attached to the milker so it releases. Before going back to the barn, each cow is dipped with iodine to protect the cow's teats. Then the gates open and the group can go back to the barn. After a quick rinse, the parlor is ready for the next group of cows to enter. Did you know that these little blue cows mean the product that you're buying is made from 100% Canadian milk? Look for it next time you're at the grocery store. This is called a rotary parlor. It is kind of like a merry-go-round for cows. The rotary spins very slowly so the cows can step on at the beginning and turn her head to face the outside and her udder faces inside. At this farm, the cows are pre-dipped with a blue foam. The foam is cleaned off with a fresh towel to make the teat ready for milking. Once the teat is clean, the suction is activated and the milker is placed on each teat, and the cow rides around the rotary. Once the computer has detected the cow's milk flow has ended, the string retracts the milker. Farmer Don applies a post-dip to the cow and they walk off with the rotary and return back to the barn while the remainder of the herd is milked. For our last stop, we're going to visit a tie stall farm. In this barn, Each cow has its own stall with fresh straw bedding daily and feed delivered by a self-propelled mixing cart. The farmer brings the automatic takeoff milker to each cow's stall. Just the same as every other farm we visited, milking starts by pre-dipping the cow's teat to ensure they are clean for milking. The dip is wiped off with a compostable paper towel. The automatic takeoff milks the cows in pairs. When the suction is activated, the milker can be attached to the cow. The milk travels around the barn in a stainless steel pipe until it arrives in the milk house, where it is stored in the tank. When the cow's milk flow slows and she is done being milked, the automatic takeoff begins to flash red. The suction will stop and the string will retract, releasing the milker. The cow is post-dipped by Farmer Ashley, and then the milker travels on a track to the next pair of cows. A milk truck arrives on the farm every 2 days to pick up the milk. The driver parks the truck near the milk house where the tank is housed. Each truck has its own pump to transfer the milk from the farm tank to the tank on the truck. The hose is fed through a porthole on the side of the milk house attached to the tank, and a valve is opened allowing the milk to flow. The driver takes a small sample of every single farm they visit for food traceability. Once the milk tank is empty, the driver places a cleaning attachment on the tank. The cleaning system will flush the tank with hot water and soap to make it ready for the next milking. The driver packs up the truck and is on to the next farm. Once the truck is full, the driver will deliver it to a nearby plant to make fresh milk, cheese, ice cream, or butter, depending on the time of year. Fresh milk could be in your store within just a few days. Thanks for watching our tour. Do you have questions about dairy farming? Email schoolmilk@milk.org and we'd be happy to answer them.